Everyone, I am seriously considering canceling my Dish service. Dish is my TV service because on TV I only watch like Cooks versus Cons, which I really like that show, Hawaii Life, House Hunters, in the court TV shows. But I don't have like Entertainment TV, I don't have Bravo, so I don't have access to reality TV. And thinking about canceling it because I'm getting a lot of my reality TV, which I love reality shows. I'm getting a lot of that on YouTube. But this morning when I woke up to Trisha's I Have a Concussion video, it reminded me of something, okay, that I want to share with you. It reminded me of a place, a time, and a place where I was doing what she was doing in that video. Now, before I go into what I was doing, let me just say she was doing one of two things. There's only one of two things that I can think of she was doing. If you think she's doing something else, let me know. But it's either A, she actually was getting a spray tan in her kitchen. She fell down, busted her head, went and stayed overnight at the hospital, was bleeding, had some stitches. Now she's in her bathroom. She has not slept. She doesn't know where she's bleeding from. She doesn't know if she has stitches because she had a concussion. She can't go to sleep. And she saw someone in the bathroom, some man in the bathroom, and believes that Sean is not with her because she's fat. I don't know. Did I summarize that pretty well? So either all that is actually real, that's A, in her head, or B, right? She's just made up the whole thing. She's just, like when she did the, the Fat Princess Diaries, princess, I don't know, video, something like that, acting, she was just acting. So it's one of those things, okay? It doesn't matter which one it is. Unfortunately, it all leads to the same place. Now, before I tell you where it leads to, let me tell you that these are my opinions, but I am qualified to give you a good opinion based on the fact that I do have a degree, a bachelor's degree in psychology. I have a master's, which really does not mean that much compared to life experiences. So there was a time when I kind of acted a little bit like what she was doing this morning on I Have a Concussion. And it brought that up to the surface. I was in this relationship with this guy, and he was an executive, and he was an alcoholic, and he was on some pharmaceutical, drugs as well. And it was a very unhealthy relationship. It was unhealthy from the get-go because when I met him, he was married, and he was my boss, and every time I got my paycheck, there would be like an extra $300 cash in there. That's how this whole thing started with him. Anyways, we were together for 4 years, and it got towards the end. It got to the point where he was seeing somebody else, and I'm going to share with you a couple of crazy things that I did that are similar to what Trisha did in her video, I Have a Concussion. Okay. One of the things that I did is I wanted him to just admit that he was seeing this other person. Her name was Billy. That he was seeing this other person who was older than me, and that's another story. But anyways, because I helped her a lot, and this is what happened. So she ended up like seeing the guy that I was with. Anyways, so I called him from a phone booth. Remember, I used to work for this company, and he was like the vice president, and then there was like a president, and then I was just like a salesperson for this company. And we were living together, and I called him from a phone booth, and this phone booth was located outside of a schoolyard. So there was a security guard like walking, like just parading right in front of me, listening to everything I was saying. Do you think that stopped me? Do you think that I would have thought, oh, let me just not say this out loud? It didn't. So I called him from a phone booth, and I said, I told him I had a gun, which the security guard heard me say I had a gun, which is a lie. I did not have a gun. I knew I didn't have a gun when I said I had a gun. And I said, I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to be honest with me, and I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, if you're not honest with me, I'm going to kill myself and just shoot myself in the head. Okay? So, of course, I'm on the phone. I ask him, are you seeing Billy? And I need an answer. I'm going to count to 3. And I said 1, silence. 2, silence. 3, silence. And then he started laughing. So who's the fool, right? Who's the sucker, right? Okay, that was me, all right? Another thing that I did, which reminded me when I saw Trisha's video this morning, is he would come home when he got home from work, and I would go and hide. Once I hid in the shower, behind the shower curtain. So he's like calling my name, walking throughout the house, looking for me. He sees that my bag is there. He sees my keys, my car's in the garage, and I'm hiding behind the shower curtains. And when he found me, he said, he didn't really make that big of a deal of any of this. He just said, oh, hi, what are you doing? What are you doing behind the shower curtain? What was I doing? What was I doing? Okay, don't ask me, because I really, when I think about it now, the only thing I can come up with is attention. I don't know why I was doing that. Another time, I knew he was coming home because I could see where he parked his car. Actually, we lived in several different places, and so this was another place. I could see when he came home where he parked his car, and I went and I sat down under the dining room table. So when you walked in the front door, you could see me. There I was under the dining room table. So he would say, what are you doing? And I don't know what I would say. I don't remember what I would say. I really am trying to get to the gist of how I was feeling when those things were happening, when I was doing those things, how I was feeling inside. I obviously was very hurt. I was sad. It's just crazy. The stuff, I mean, I'm sure I did some other stuff that I can't remember now, but let's get back to Trisha's video this morning. I was just saying that it's one of 2 possibilities. Either A, she is actually believing all of that stuff, right? Or B, she's being an actress and making it all up. Okay, my personal opinion is that it's B, okay? Because, if you have a concussion, some of the things that she said, you just know it can't be real, okay? Because if you went to the hospital and you spent the night at the hospital and your head was bleeding and you got stitches, you're going to know where the stitches are. The doctor talks to you and tells you where the stitches are, okay? And she knows that Sean didn't leave her because she's fat. That's what she said, okay? I personally don't really see her as being fat. I just don't see that, but that's what she sees. So anyways, what's so sad and unfortunate about this is that either A or B, it's all leading to a the path, whether you're making it up as an actress and deceiving her subscribers. Remember, there are innocent little girls that follow her. And I think I made a comment once on another video where someone said, you sound like you're mad at us. Are you mad at us? Some little girl said that, really believing, like, wow, did I do something wrong? Why is she mad at me? Okay, so it's all leading towards feeding, nurturing, enhancing mental illness. Whether she's making it up or whether it's for real, this is called mental illness. Let me clarify something. If she would have said, guys, check this video out. I'm going to do this little skit, and tell me what you think. Here's a little skit, If she would have said that, what she doesn't understand is her followers, her subscribers would have loved her anyways. We would have still been watching her. We would have said, oh, that's really cool. Why don't you do this? We would have been right there with her. if she would have said, this is a skit, you know, or I'm just playing around, watch this. Because then there's a mutual, I mean, then she's respecting her subscribers. There is some sort of respect, like you're not taking advantage of emotions. You're not manipulative. So, yeah, it's just all leading towards whichever one it is, A or B. Because if it's A, obviously, she really does, I mean, we've been saying that she needs help, but, you know, this is just like, if it's, she really believes all this of what she did, you know, did you see that guy? I mean, I can do what she did, you know, and I actually felt it. It reminded me of when I did what she did. That's why I really believe that she's just like, you know, making it all up like an actress would. It's just like a skit. That's why. Because I did that. That's why. And it doesn't matter which one it is. What matters is that she's just making herself deeper and deeper into mental illness. Let's all learn from this. You have a choice you always have options, and you always want to respond the best way that you can. And you know what? If you want to go a little crazy, if I want to go a little crazy on this video, if I want to, you know, like my puppet video. My puppet video, I'm just playing around. You know, I got my puppet, and I love that puppet video, by the way, but I'm just playing around. And you know what? You know, some people say, oh, I can still see your mouth moving. It's okay. You know what I mean? I'm just playing around. I'm not going to pretend like, you know, my puppet is like, you know, coming to life. I don't know if you guys, let me get my puppet real quick. Okay. Let me show you my puppet, which I love my puppet, right? Him. All right? All right. So I'm not going to pretend like he all of a sudden is real and, you know, he's going to talk to you or he's going to do some crazy stuff, you know. I'm not going to pretend. I'm going to tell you. I'm doing a puppet show. That's all. Anyways, content comes to me all the time. So I will see you in my next video. Please keep your sanity. It's really very, very important. Very. It's like number one. You want to be sane. I love you, and I wish you well. Bye.